Hey everyone. This Sunday we're going to be really looking at healing, what it means to be healed, and is it possible to be healed of things today? Not just physical things, but spiritual and emotional things as well. And we're really going to dig into that. And I wanted to share a story with you. It's a personal story from our own family. And uh, I think it illustrates that maybe it's still possible. Um, I was learning a bit a few weeks ago about blessings and curses, and you know, thinking curses tend to be some Harry Potter magic trick kind of thing, but really realizing that speaking a curse or receiving a curse from somebody is a word that really kind of cuts to your heart. I remember being a kid, youngest of four, and we would call each other names all the time, right? We just did. But there was one time one of my siblings said, "Oh, Paul, you're just so dumb." And I remember it was like it seared itself in my heart. It's like it's like it became my identity. And it's not like I hadn't been called that before, but there was something about that moment. It wasn't, "Oh, you're acting so dumb." It was a definitive statement, "You are so dumb." And it's like I took it on into my identity. It's like I immediately believed it. And these curses and words can be spoken over us, and we can carry them for so long, and not get healing from them. The conference I went to in Manitoba a few weeks back, a few days before we had those 4 snow days, all happened in a row, and and just home with the kids and just frustrated, and 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 I said something to my son Henry that wasn't true. I said a "you are" statement, and I spoke that over him. "You are," and I won't bother filling in the blanks. But I knew that he felt it right away. But I was still so frustrated. And I went away on this retreat, and I came back. And just like, and we were talking about blessings and curses. I'm just like, I cursed my boy. I cursed my son. I spoke it. And I know that he felt it in his heart. And so I gathered my sons together on Tuesday morning, and I said, "Boys, being a parent is tough. Sometimes we say things." And I said something to Henry that wasn't true. And I owned it. And I even just restating that "you are" statement of what I said brought tears to his eyes. And he was still feeling it, still reeling from it. And I said, "We're going to pray that God would heal this." And and so they all kind of jumped in my arms, and we're just praying. And I'm really emotional about it because I'm feeling the weight of these words that I spoke over my boy. And and Henry was very tearful going into prayer, and we prayed that God would lift those words off him. God would break and smash those words because it's not truth and it's not true. And we prayed, and I said amen. And there was this look of pure joy on Henry's face. And I realized in that moment that God had healed his heart. I could say what I can say, and that's a part of it, and owning it is a part of it. But it's God who heals the heart. And so knowing the power of curse, I also know the power of a father's blessing. And so I spoke blessing over my three boys. Doing life is hard. Being a parent is hard. Walking with a word spoken over us that has seared itself in our heart is hard. I truly believe that God can heal anything. And I pray that you would come to church this Sunday with a hopeful expectation. Maybe it's something physical. Maybe it's something spiritual and emotional, but with this hopeful expectation that God can heal what's happening. God can heal a word of curse spoken over you. God can heal something we've said or done that we regret and we have shame for. God can heal. We have seen miraculous healings of cancer in our church family. Just people liberated and set free. So I look forward to the Sunday. I come with a sense of expectation, nervousness too. Sometimes I think, "Oh, this thing I bring, it's too big for God to deal with. It's too much." I'm just like, well, if God made everything, then I think God can maybe handle it. And so I'm coming with a sense of hope and trust and expectation this Sunday that maybe there's something I need to be set free from. And maybe you do too. We'll see you on Sunday.